Hello, I am Aidan and you are the listener, and this is Switching to the Future, a lame short podcast where I talk about the latest in regards to Nintendo, partially Switch 2, a lot of Switch 1 as well, sometimes other general stuff. Anyways, happy Friday, it's the 4th of April 2025, Switch 2 is due out in 62 days if I'm correct. Yep. The Mario Kart Nintendo Direct is in 13 days. Just a quick heads up before I get started with this, I'm going to skip some of the less important news that appeared over the last week due to how much appeared this week, and also due to a major point that I'm going to bring up in Topic of the Week. So, and that'll even be covering next week, so... yeah, so let's get to business. Nintendo Music got F-Zero and F-Zero X expansion kits soundtracks, Peak and Almost Peak, both really good. The Nintendo Switch Online Classic Catalogs, now known as Nintendo Classics, is getting the GameCube collection on June 5th, only on Switch 2, which will have Zelda Wind Waker Standard Definition, Soul Calibur 2 with Link from Zelda in it, F-Zero GX with widescreen. Every F-Zero game will be on Switch 2 day 1 except for F-Zero X's expansion kits, unless they release that. Also, all GameCube and Nintendo 64 games will support control remapping. Yes, they're adding a control remapping and a CRT filter to the Nintendo 64 collection come June 5th. Also, there'll be a wireless GameCube controller for Nintendo Classics usage that will probably work with Switch 2 only. Legacy GameCube controllers and Legacy GameCube adapters will work with Switch 2. Right, there, that's Nintendo Switch Online sort of out of the way. Oh, wait, no. List of games confirmed to be coming soon to Nintendo Classics GameCube. Mario Sunshine. Good. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Really good. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, really good. Pokemon Colosseum, really good. Chibi Robo, really good. Why did I say good and really good for games that I barely care about? Half of those games are like £300! And now you could just buy a Switch 2 for $400 and get access to all of them? Well, in a few months. Yeah. Absolutely crazy. I mean, Mario Sunshine is probably, like, less expensive. Also, they're adding Luigi's Mansion 1, which isn't that expensive of a game, but the Luigi's Mansion trilogy will be playable on Switch 2 early on, so yay. And so that's just general Switch Online news. And now for a list of facts regarding Switch 2 that was announced during the Switch 2 Direct. Price. Great British Pounds, $395. United States dollars, $450. Euro, $450. Depends on country. Apparently it's much cheaper in France. Don't know. Don't ask me. That's for the base model. For the bundle with Mario Kart, it's £430, 500 US dollars, and 410 euros. Price may vary in Europe. Release date, June 5th. Pre-order dates, depends on region. Opens up on the 8th or 9th in the US. Pre-orders have already opened in a good few places around Europe. I mean, UK, I believe like 5 retailers have opened up pre-orders in the last couple of days. Not selling out too fast from what I've seen, so good luck pre-ordering them. Well, good luck pre-ordering a console. And also, what's in the box of the console? Dock, AC adapter, Joy-Cons, grip, wrist strap, HDMI cable, and of course the console itself. If you get the Mario Kart bundle, it will probably also come with a code for Mario Kart in the box. Right, accessories. Camera. Yeah, there's a Nintendo Switch 2 camera. You can also buy other cameras made by third-party manufacturers. Any USB-C camera will work. Wireless GameCube controller. Yay. I mean, if you already have a Wavebird, though, just get a GameCube adapter. Or if you just have a legacy controller and don't mind being near, I mean, GameCube controller cables are decently long. Joy-Cons, very expensive, £90. Pro controller, bit expensive, 75 quid, about as expensive as the DualSense is now. All Joy-Con 2 controllers, which are the new ones, will support mouse mode. Legacy Switch 1 accessories will work for Switch 2 in Switch 2 games. Yay. That's good. So, say like, I don't know, I decided to purchase the upgraded version of Mario Party Jamboree, but only have 2 Joy-Con 2 controllers. I can still pass a Pro controller into 2 Joy-Con 1 controllers, for example. I wouldn't be able to play every mode. So, yeah. Mouse mode. A lot of first-party games are using it. I don't need to say much. I mean, I'm sure Call of Duty by the end of this year will be using it as well. Or next year, depends on when they're going to finally bother with that deal. Okay, first-party games. Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Drag X Drive, mouse mode basketball game, Hyrule Warriors 3, and Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. All of those games are paid. Mario Kart World's expensive. Donkey Kong Bonanza is about the price of the latest Sony game. Hyrule Warriors, we don't know the price. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour is going to be about £10 or less. Switch 2 Welcome Tour should come with the console. I'll rant about that later. Switch 2 Edition games. Zelda Breath of the Wild and Zelda Tears of the Kingdom come with a Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack as well as an upgrade. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Mario Party Jamboree, and Metroid Prime 4, and Pokemon Legends Edge-to-Way. Those games will have the upgrade sold separately, won't come with Switch Online. Third-party games, a lot. Cyberpunk, Elden Ring, Hitman World of Assassination, Project 007. The first Square Enix game announced in over a year, even though it's a cash grab. Though, I mean, at least the price is somewhat reasonable. But still, yeah, a lot. Oh, that's my headset turning off, if you heard that. Sorry. Other Nintendo Switch Online features, Game Chat and Game Share. Game Share is essentially download play. You don't need Switch Online to do it locally. If you do it locally, you can also do it with Switch 1 players. Game Chat, essentially Discord for Nintendo. C button, Game Chat. Backwards compatibility. Almost everything. Some games do have issues. It'll be fixed for them. Major games on that list have a couple of Ubisoft releases. Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville. I believe on the newer EAFC games. Rocket League and Fall Guys. Fortnite is also on the list, but it's getting a Switch 2 version day one. Also, another note, Japanese systems are region locked. Unless you buy a specific multi-language version. So, yeah. I mean, they're region locked as in you can't use a European or American or Australian account on them. Or change the language. You can still play a game purchased from another country. So yeah. And I would go on about rumours, but there's no rumours this week. Well, nothing notable enough, and I mean, a good chunk of rumours got answered, true or false, so no point reporting them. And now for topic of the week 15. Thoughts on hardware and games. Hardware. Ray tracing, DLSS, this, that, this. I am excited. This thing seems to be about as powerful as the Steam Deck with how Cyberpunk apparently runs on it. So, good. Also, 120 FPS output on the screen, on the console. And variable refresh rate. I was not expecting that. I really was not expecting that. And also, I mean, I've got to respect Nintendo for being clear about that, particularly. Because, they could have even... I mean, Nintendo is often compared to Apple. Apple, if they were to do I mean, do 120 FPS or OLED or this, that, this. It's all Apple Super Retina torrential resolution. I believe that was some of the rubbish they said about the iPad Pro or something. You know, what was it? I don't know, but something like dynamic something or duotone something for the OLED screens on iPad Pro. Where's Switch 1 OLED? Switch OLED. And now for the gripes with the hardware. I'm fine with the price of the hardware. That's not my gripe with the hardware. My only other gripe is no case in the box. They won't be expensive. I mean, there are already third-party cases on. It's been third-party cases on the market for months for cheap. But yeah, that's my only gripe from the hardware. Oh, and also no OLED screen, though. I mean, with how much they've packed into the thing and how better the LCD apparently is, I'm not worried. And now for the games. Mario Kart World. Hype. Do I need to say more? Open world, this, that, this. Moo Moo Meadows is back. Toad's Factory might be back, considering the music that is playing in the background. I am hyped. Free roam. Only concern with Mario Kart is battle mode. Now, I don't play battle mode too much, but I really enjoy it when I do. I mean, nothing beat. But then again, I mean, my main gripe with 8 Deluxe's battle mode was the lack of open spaces. So, but seriously though, do they really have to put that much effort? Just limit it to 8 or 12 players, Pipe Plaza, just bring over all the GameCube maps. They're quite simple. Wouldn't have to put much budget into it, and it would be better than Mario Kart 8's Wii U's disastrous battle mode. Over there, they're going to sell it as DLC, but yeah. Donkey Kong Bonanza. DK is back. Now, I don't get why they're releasing a second Donkey Kong game in a year, considering they did a Country Returns HD this year, but he's back. Nintendo is finally bringing DK Donkey Kong back into the spotlight. About time. As he's always been relegated as the side character in all the Mario games. Oh, Mario Odyssey, he's brought up. Mario Party, Mario Kart, Mario Sports. Him, Diddy Kong, and occasionally Funky Kong or another Kong show up. But they're like, you know, it's branded as Mario. So, yeah. I'm happy that Donkey Kong is back in the light. Back under the spotlight. Drag X Drive. Not really memorable from the trailers I've seen. I keep forgetting bits about it. Maybe it's because I'm more hyped about the other games, but like... it's weird. I don't know if it'll sell well. I think it's going to be like ARMS. It's going to sell decently. It's going to be in that regular game price range. Please be £50. As in, like, I feel like it's going to be like ARMS in the amount of content it has. It feels like an ARMS level game. ARMS is the sort of boxing, sort of not boxing game for Switch 1. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. This one seems to actually be canon to Zelda's lore, so that's going to make people happy. It's going to probably run much better than Age of Calamity. That's also going to make people happy. My only complaint is, yeah, this is about the Imprisoning War, but there's 2 wars in Zelda called the Imprisoning War. I mean, it's complicated. The Zelda timeline is complicated. I should not think about it. But, yeah. It looks cool. Don't think I'd buy it. I'm not really a person to... I never bought into Hyrule Warriors 1, so... Or Age of Calamity, so probably... I don't know. Maybe I'll get it eventually if it's on sale. Feels like one of those games. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour? Seems to be the Wii Play of Switch 2. In my opinion, they should either be selling it with more controllers, or making it free. It feels like We Play from what has been shown. Feels like essentially We Play, but also here's some facts, and we're also going to show you a bit more of the hardware. Which is cool. I might buy it because I have some Nintendo points stocked up and I don't really know what I'm going to use them on. I don't know if I'll stick to physical or this, that, this. It's hard to tell. But yeah. And now for my gripes for the games. Switch 2 welcome tour being paid. At least they communicated that. And the prices. This is a major concern that I'll focus much more on next week. £80 for the physical copy of Mario Kart. £80. Oh, it's 70 if you buy it digital, or a little less than 70 if you buy it digital, about as expensive as a PS5 game. But, like, I didn't think Nintendo was going to be the one to increase game prices. Everybody has been saying, oh, GTA 6 is going to be the beginning of the end. GTA 6 is going to be so much more expensive than anything before it. Then Nintendo does it! Now, yeah, I do sound a bit angry saying that, but you also got to think about it. Mario Kart World. Biggest Mario Kart yet. The file size is the biggest file size of any Nintendo published game ever. Even bigger than Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition on... No, not Definitive Edition, Original Edition on Wii U. That was 23 gigabytes. So, and free roam, this, that, this. My apologies for the cut, I got pulled away, so apologies for that. So, yeah. Games are a bit expensive, though, I mean, I may be complaining, but Mario Kart World seems to be, like, bigger than 8 Deluxe in a lot of sense, so I'm not too worried about that one. Donkey Kong Bonanza, I feel like it's going to be worth that price. I say it's all determined on Drag X Drive and Hyrule Warriors. Both games that are like in the usual price range kind of level of thing, because Hyrule Warriors ain't something that sells huge. Drag X Drive feels like a game on the level of ARMS, which was £50, so yeah. Next week on, well, for Topic of the Week 16, the pricing problem. So, that's all for this week of Switch into the Future. Thank you for listening to my rant. You know, I'm hyped. I'm still hyped. Yeah, things may be a bit expensive here and there, but I'm not fully concerned until they say more about Hyrule Warriors. So, thank you for listening. Once again, next week, well, next up for the next, 8 weeks, the impatient wait for a lot. The impatient wait for the console, the impatient wait for news. Where is Halo? They said it would be coming out for Switch 2. Yeah, they'll probably say it during the Xbox Summer Showcase. Yeah, I'll talk about the console release date next week as well, as I think it's a good time. I really think it's a good time. So, thank you for listening for the third time. Have a good day, week, night, month, whatever, and goodbye.